G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So jumping straight into Go Battle League, and as you can see, currently at rank 16. I've got a playlist for my previous Great League videos, and I'll link that along with my Ultra League videos, so I'll link that as well. However, this is the first Ultra League match for Season 9, so it'll be the first one in there for now. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps me out and keeps me motivated to do more. So with that being said, I am actually going to run a team that I have run in the past to quite successfully, to be honest. So let's jump in and see how we go. So I'm going to jump into Ultra League Open. And the team I'm going to run is Talonflame with Incinerate, Brave Bird, and Flame Charge, Venusaur with Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, and Sludge Bomb, and Lapras with Ice Shard, Surf, and Ice Beam. And I go for Ice Beam over Skull Bash just because basically any dragon, flying, all of that sort of stuff is, and also it has a little bit of play against Venusaur as well. So I just prefer Ice Beam. It's absolutely brutal when you're in the mirror match because you will 100% lose that if they have Skull Bash, but I mean, it is what it is. So we'll jump in and we'll throw straight into Talonflame, and we get a bad lead. So we get Swampert on the lead. So I'm going to straight swap into Lapras here, and the reason for that is because Venusaur can handle the Swampert pretty well. They got to that move very, very quickly, so it's not going to be a Earthquake, just going to be the Hydro Cannon. It takes 5 to get the Hydro Cannon, and then 4 for the second one, I believe it is. And then they swap into a Bomber Snow, which is not too bad for me. The Energy Balls are going to do a lot of damage, but as you can see, the Ice Shard also does quite a bit of damage. So for this one, what I'm going to do is, well, let it go. Talonflame's going to come in. It's going to be double super effective, so it's going to be able to farm this thing down like you would not believe. So here, I think what I'm going to do is go straight for the Surf, because I don't want to have to... Oh, and I get the shield, so that's absolutely amazing. So I don't want them to throw before I'm able to do so, so just going to let it go. Here, no shield, and Weather Ball comes through. Weather Ball is going to be enough to KO here, and so what I'm going to do here is obviously come in with the Talonflame. And unfortunately, they have another move, Charge. It's not going to do too much damage here. I'm definitely more worried about, so Weather Ball comes through, it is neutral, so I'm definitely more worried about the Hydro Cannons from the Swampert. So I get a couple of energy lead, and I'm going to swap straight into Venusaur here, and we'll see what they want to do. So out comes an Unpheasant. I'll be honest, I'm not sure on this choice, and now I know my win condition. So my win condition is get the Sludge Bomb off, and they shield it up, so they've got no shields. So my win condition is definitely to take this thing out with Talonflame and then Brave Bird the Swampert, and that will be a good game. So gonna let that go. And here I just want to make sure they don't get to a charge move if they don't have to, because obviously I'll save a shield. I do have 2 shields, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest. We'll see if they can get to another charge move here, and they don't get to the charge move. So absolutely brilliant. So I've got 1 to go, and I don't know why I didn't instantly throw, so I'm going to shield this up. So the question is, will Brave Bird at this range take it out? I do think it will, because it's been boosted, so I'm just going to go straight for the Brave Bird now. Even if it doesn't, the only way they can take me out here is by Hydro Cannoning, and I do have another shield, so happy days. It was well and truly within range, especially from a boosted Brave Bird. So happy days, able to take that game, even with a rough lead. Talonflame with energy and shields, just absolute beast. So my Talonflame is actually 13, 15, 15, and it's buddy boosted, so it is very, very good. However, you do, let's be honest, if you're in the mirror match, you want the 15, 15, 15. You want the hundo. So look out for that. So into the next match, and Articuno on the lead. So this is really good for me, and Venusaur does not want to see this. So they're staying in, so interesting play on their part. Through comes the Empoleon, and I make a horrible swap. So I swap into Lapras here. I really should have swapped into Venusaur. Venusaur has no play against Articuno, so this is a mistake. Venusaur has no play against, well, it has minimal play against Articuno just because it's got access to Sludge Bomb, so it still can do a little bit of damage, but should have swapped into Venusaur and shouldn't have taken so long to swap. So two little mistakes there. However, as you can see, Drill Peck is coming through, and it's not doing too much damage. This is another matchup where Skull Bash would be really, really nice. However, I'm just going to go straight Surfs, even though they're resisted. I was hoping to maybe grab a quick shield there, but not to be. So I'm going to throw those Surfs, and we'll see what they want to do. Thankfully, am I going to be able to get to another one? So I am able to get to another one, but they do get an extra waterfall through. But that's fine. I'm fine with that. We'll just have to see how it goes. So they let that go, and that's really, really big because I'm able to actually charge them down without them getting to another charge move, and they come out with a Venusaur. So unfortunately, I did try and get a little bit of extra chip damage off for the with the Surf there, but I wasn't quite able to get there in time. So I swap into my Talonflame, and they swap into their Articuno, which is absolutely fine. So I grab a shield there, and then I'm just going to go back-to-back flame charges. I do know what my win condition is here, and that is Talonflame. I have two shields here, which is really, really good. I do think that this is going to be an Icy Wind, which isn't going to do too much damage, but I want to shield it up anyway. And they got the attack debuff, which is fine. So here what I'm going to do is, well, shield this one up as well. And we'll see what they want to do. So they're going to throw a well, they've decided to let that game go, and happy days, able to take that game. So what I was going to do there is swap out into Venusaur and then force them to throw energy, because if they didn't throw energy, and even with a Sludge Bomb, I don't think Sludge Bomb's going to one-shot, so happy days, that was going to be a good game. So I was going to store up the Flame Charge there and then swap out. So probably what would have been just as good is to stay in, so throw the Flame Charge straight away and stay in, but either way got the win. So on this one we've got a Surfetched on the lead, so they swap into Muck, so a Alolan Muck, and I take a little bit too long to swap. They're going to now have a lot of energy here, so should have swapped straight in, but I did want to get a Brave Bird onto the Talonflame before I got out of there, but I don't know whether it was worth it or not. We're about to find out. So they've got two charge moves here already onto my Lapras. Thankfully, Lapras is quite tanky. So here what I'm going to do is overfarm by one and just go for straight Surf. Well, I say overfarm by one, so go one below a Skull Bash and then just go straight for Surf. So they do not want to shield that, so that's fine. Unfortunately, they get to another charge move. So do I want to shield or do I not? So I don't shield here. So Dark Pulse comes through. Is it enough to take me out? Yes, it is. So that's really unfortunate for me. But I'm going to be able to come in with the Talonflame. And I'm just going to throw that Flame Charge straight away because I don't want them getting to another charge move there. And we'll see what they want to come out with. So Flame Charge comes through and they come out with a... Oof. Out comes the Swampert, and they get to a charge move first, which means I am going to have to shield this thing up. Hydro Cannon doesn't one-shot, but it will go close. So here I'm going to overfarm by too much. one extra over farm, and they got there. So let the Hydro Cannon go through, which is fine. As you can see, doesn't quite KO from that range, but it does get me very, very close. Thankfully, it has Mud Shot as its second move, so that's just going to do absolutely no damage. So here, I'll grab that shield, and then I'm going to swap into my Venusaur, and we'll see what they want to do. So they're going to be probably running Night Slash and Leaf Blade on that thing, I would imagine. So no need to shield that up, and I'm going to go just over by 1 because I don't want to get too greedy and have to soak in more damage from a charge move, and then we'll see what they want to do. So I'm able to, they no shield it, and then I'm able to farm them down. So that's really bad for them, thankfully. And then I'm able to get to the charge move before they're able to get to theirs. So they're going to have to use a shield here, or this is good game. And then I do have a shield. So I'm going to save this shield for Talonflame, because I do have a flame charge on the Talonflame, and I think from this range it's going to be enough, and they throw the Hydro Cannon bait. So at this point it is good game, and I'm able to get to another charge move with the Venusaur, and that's going to be enough to say thank you very much. So a bit risky there to save the shield, however the Brave Bird, the Flame Charge / Brave Bird for Talonflame is going to be enough to take that Swampert out when shields are down. So good game right there. And I do really like having Venusaur in the back. Swamperts seem to be everywhere. I mean, this is my first set, so a very small sample size. And I'm yet to play a... what is the Dragon Ghost legendary? Giratina. I'm yet to face a Giratina. So Escavalier on the lead. So that's really good for me. So I want to bring out my Lapras, because Lapras is not going to have a very good matchup against Escavalier. So I'm going to bring that out first. I'm going to let this go. It's going to be a crunch coming through. Let's hope I don't get debuffed. There's the crunch, does not much damage, and I got the debuff. Oh, that's brutal. So I'm going to overfarm just a little bit here, and then throw straight into the Ice Beam. This will be doing a nice amount of neutral damage because of the flying type, and boom, as you can see, it does a lot of damage, so that's really, really good. Unfortunately, they get to another move. I'm hoping it's an Aqua Tail, but I'm pretty sure it's a Crunch, and we'll see how much damage that does now that I've been debuffed, and that does a lot more damage. The question is, can I get there? Yes, I can. Get there with 1 HP, absolutely fantastic. Got to be watching this charge move. If Escavalier comes back in, I need to instantly throw Surf. If it's something else, I may want to throw the Ice Beam. I've got both. It is the Escavalier. Get to the Surf. They did sneak a counter through. However, I'm going to get this Surf through. They probably won't shield, and then that will beat me down because they managed to sneak that counter through. So that's absolutely fine. Going to come in with my Talonflame here, and that's going to do a lot of damage, and be ready for the swap out, because they're going to swap into whatever they have in the back, and what they have in the back is Swampert. So really, really not good for them. Managed to match up quite well. The only thing that could have been better is if I had a electric type as my swap into the Gyarados. So if I had something like a Melmetal running Thundershock, that would have been just an absolutely perfectly countered team. However, this one is pretty good as well. So really happy with that. I'm going to be able to try and go all the way down, and there's the Frenzy Plant, and the Frenzy Plant is going to take it out. So they save that shield, which is fine. They save the shield for the Escavalier, but at this point they know that's good game. So able to take that game. So like I've said in the past, sometimes you just get those perfect teams where alignment is absolutely perfect, and it happens in reverse as well. So you got to take it when you can. So happy days, able to take game number 4. So off to a really, really good start. So 4 out of 4 so far in this league. So obviously when you say that, usually it means you're going to lose the next game. And there's the Giratina. So Giratina on the leads, not so good for me. Question here is, what do I do here? So I'm going to charge up to the Flame Charge, try and catch a move, because I know that they're going to be swapping out of this anyway. So Dragon Claw comes through, and I can soak that damage very, very easily on the Lapras. And out comes the Snorlax. So Snorlax is... I've got to watch out for the superpowers, but I'm going to no-shield this thing. I'm going to save my shields for Talonflame. It can put in some work in the back. So let's just overfarm just a little bit, because I don't want them getting to a superpower, and a superpower won't take me out at this range, but I'm going to go for straight into the Ice Beam, and that does a big chunk of damage, so happy days. We'll see what they want to do here. So going to let this go. Again, if it's a superpower, it's going to put me in a bit of an awkward position. It's not. It's just another Body Slam. And you can see how little damage that actually did, which allows me to get to another Ice Beam. So let's see how much damage this Ice Beam is going to do. And it does 1 Ice Shard less damage than a KO, so happy days. I'm able to take Switch. That isn't necessarily a good thing, because they're going to be able to farm me down. However, they do decide to throw energy, so really good for me, because obviously I don't want them to have a whole lot of extra energy for my Talonflame, so really good that they're going to be able to throw that energy. So I'm going to go straight for the Flame Charge here. Hopefully I can grab a shield. They do still have 2 shields left, so let's see what they want to do. So they decide to no shield that. Okay, fine. Got to be careful of a swap out here. We'll see what they want to do. Able to get to another Flame Charge, which is absolutely outstanding, before they're able to get to a charge move. But they do have a lot of energy on that thing, so got to be really, really careful. So let's see what they want to do. And I'm sneaking Incinerate through. So that's a whole 5-turn fast move of extra damage and extra energy. So shield that one up, and we'll see what they want to do. And they swap into the Swampert. So I'm going to swap straight out into my Venusaur, and let's hope I can get to the move first. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get there. I am going to shield this up, because if it is the Earthquake, it's going to do huge amounts of damage, and it is the Earthquake, so that's a big, big shield. So the question here is now, will they shield this up, or will they not? Will they save both the shields for the Giratina? So throw this out, and they shield it up, so that's massive. Unfortunately for them, I'm able to farm them down. If they were going for the Earthquake, they're not going to get there. So out comes the Giratina. I'm going to be able to throw this Sludge Bomb. They're going to have to be shielding this up, and then they're going to have to throw energy. Even if they throw energy, this is... They need back-to-back Dragon Claws, and I don't even think at this range back-to-back Dragon Claws is going to be enough to take me out. No, so they just don't do enough damage. Get to the Sludge Bomb here. Sludge Bomb coming through, and let's see if that's enough to KO. It is enough to KO. It's not very effective, so really I probably should have gone for Frenzy Plant, but yeah, I just went for the Sludge Bomb because, you know, it's enough damage, so happy days. So able to take that game and go 5-0 in my first set of Ultra League. So this is a team that I've run in the past, so I'll link to some of those videos as well, and it's been very good for me in the past as well. I didn't run into... So what is really nice for this team is when you get a swap in of a... Dragon, so Dragonite or Giratina against my Talonflame. And managed to get a Seismitoad. Let's see if I can hit that. Excellent. Brief spin, throw it out. There's the excellent. Happy days. So it's really good if you get a swap in for both the Dragons or Swampert swap-ins, because you've got the Venusaur there as well. So the Water or the Dragon is always good to get those because obviously Talonflame gets the job done. So hopefully that was useful for someone. Like I said at the start, if you're new to the channel, like the video, hit that subscribe button down below. Let's see if we can grow this. I'm at 530 subs. Really like to get to 6, 7, 8, and well, eventually 1,000 subs is my sort of end goal. But for now, I want to try and push up to 600, see how we go. So hit that subscribe button down below if that video was at all useful for you. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.